Here with Chip Callister, head coach of the Cannon Falls boys basketball team. Chip, thanks for joining us on high school headquarters. We appreciate your time.
You're welcome. Glad to be here.
So you guys are off to a great start, 7-3 here as we tape. Before the season started, were you aware that this was a good team, a kind of a special team?
Oh yeah, definitely. This this group we won the Blue Division Conference last year, and almost everyone returning, and a good bunch of seniors. So yeah, I have high expectations. I think they have high expectations for themselves too. So we're looking forward to some good things.
And you're sitting 2-0 as we tape again here on Tuesday in that conference. You know, in terms of the conference play, where do you see things shaking out? Where do you see you guys fitting in? Because, you know, as we talked before throughout the season, it's a pretty good conference.
Yeah, it is, and that's where these next couple of weeks are really going to make the difference. Tonight with Goodhue, and we got Triton on Thursday. Some big games. Lake City coming up, and I want to believe that they're games that we can win. We gave Rochester a good run on Saturday. Losing by 3 points down there. Really wished we could have had that one, but that was a good measuring stick as to where we're at. But our goal is to win the Blue again, and realistically, I believe we can do that. We've got to play good ball because no one's gonna lay down for us.
And the old cliche is, play them one at a time. But as a coach, is it hard? Is it easy? Looking ahead to see, this is a team that can win the conference. Can we go to sections? Is state a possibility? Or are you just focusing on the next game at hand?
Well, yeah, and in fact, we talked about that last night in practice a little bit with playing with Rochester Lords. It would have been nice to have that win, but Rochester Lords is one of the toughest teams in the section. They beat Plainview earlier in the season, and Byron's right up there too, and it would have been – we can play with those teams. So try not to look ahead, but we are looking ahead and thinking we can play with these teams, fix a couple little things, and we're right there. So, hopefully throughout the season our goal is to get a little bit better every game. And you're right, that's our goal for tonight is with Goodhue, to play a little bit better, and then we're a little bit better for Triton, et cetera, et cetera. That's our goal anyway.
So for our viewers that haven't seen you guys play at all, how would you describe your team?
Well, we're always mismatched. We got our starting lineup is 4 guards that are about between 5'10" and 5'11", and then a 6'2" center. So it's a fast-paced game. It's fun to watch. We've been playing a better defensive game this year, so that's brought a lot of excitement to the game too. We're playing kind of a swarming defense, and we have to survive with our quickness. We got another forward that comes off the bench that's at 6 feet, so we're not a big team by any means.
And how about personnel wise, leaders on the floor, leaders off the floor? Who are those players for you?
Yeah, and Michael Bannett, who's here tonight, is one of those, and he's a captain. Isaac Peterson, he's returning HVL All Conference as is Michael Bannett, and then Cedric Dickey, sophomore, last year started for us. Gave us some good minutes, and rounding out the starting 5 with Brock Johnson and Mitch Anderson. Mitch Anderson had a great off season. Looking forward to him kind of breaking out yet. Brock Johnson's our defensive go-to guy. One of those guys that's awfully valuable. Doesn't get a lot of headlines, for his defensive play, but he's one of those guys that coaches like to have. A couple other seniors, Chris Trelstead, been giving us good minutes. Nolan Retzko giving us good minutes, and Sam Bannett too is helping us out.
We'll be talking with Michael here in just a little bit, but can you tell me a little more about him as a player? I understand he's battling a knee injury. I imagine he's a pretty tough kid for dealing with something like that.
Well, yeah, you talk about adversity, and I can't believe it myself that playing without an ACL, I don't know how it can be done, but it's maybe slowed him down a little bit, but. Boy, he's really these last few games found his rhythm, and actually he's really picked up his defensive game, and really fun to see how he's overcome that adversity.
And you talked a little bit about playing Rochester Lords. You guys had back-to-back games on Friday and Saturday night, beat ZM, lost to Rochester. Would that have been kind of I don't want to say program changing, but how big would that have victory been? And did you see the back-to-back games playing into affect at all? Because it was a tight game, if I remember.
Yeah, it was. It was. You're absolutely right. Would the outcome have been different if we would have had a night's rest? Rochester, they had fresh legs. That might have made the difference. And yeah, you hate to see. Well, the blue games you want to win for sure. HVL blue, you want to win those games. Rochester is a gold, but that game will really play out come subsection seedings. So, that's why it's you really want to get those wins.
And how about the new facility here? I mean, it looks beautiful. How has that changed your program at all? Has it been opening things up? You're not having to share facilities, or just tell us about how convenient I'm sure that's been.
The convenience is one thing, but I think there's kind of a change of attitude around the school too. Kind of kids taking pride in a nice facility, whether it's the lunchroom, the auditorium that we're in now. The field house is just fantastic, and boy, scheduling is just it's so much different. Being able to get everyone in and everyone home by 7 o'clock instead of going late, and it's good for us to play in that field house too. Gives us a different look, a different basket, a different feel for different courts for on the road. But it's really been a great facility to have.
Great, Chip. Thanks for joining us tonight in high school headquarters. We'll be right back with Michael Bannett.